Hey guys, Starfront here. So as you see, I really have run out of video ideas to make while I edit this new episode for Super Mario Land. But right now it's something that really bothers me that much. Like it's not nothing personal or anything like that, but it's like something that bothers me when scrolling around Twitter or Instagram. It's Fantastic Four. A lot of people are excited for this movie. And I understand, we haven't had a Fantastic Four movie since 2015, unfortunately. I didn't like that movie. The original Fantastic Four movies from the 2000s were okay. They were fun to watch. 2015 was pretty ass, so you might know the excitement when a lot of people were saying that the Fantastic Four was finally coming to the MCU. We were all excited, but some people lost the excitement, but most people kept it. Once the casting was announced, the story was announced, and the trailer was released. I lost interest in this movie when the casting was announced and confirmed because they had a really good casting for at least Mr. Fantastic in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And John Krasinski was a talented actor, but was they decided not to bring him back as Mr. Fantastic for the MCU, but they hired other actors, and this half of this casting makes me feel like they just hired whoever the fuck had a was really popular and trending right now. So they hired Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian, uh, Joel, uh, the fucking dude from the Nicolas Cage movie, and I was like, oh, that's odd. Like, why him? He doesn't yeah, he's a good actor, but he's like the one person you would never expect to be Mr. Fantastic. And before anyone talks to me and says anything like, "Oh, it's another Heath Ledger moment or a Robert Pattinson moment," I mean, like, yeah, but like at least for the first trailer, there was at least a bit of like second thoughts for Robert Pattinson because at least I was kind of convinced that he could actually be Batman. But like this trailer really didn't sell me on anything. Um, I forgot his name, but the dude who's playing the Human Torch in this new movie, he's not really. He doesn't really sell me as the Human Torch. I mean, he was good in the role that they gave him for Stranger Things. Yes, he was good in some other roles, but as the Human Torch, it really doesn't sell me. Um, yeah, and when I saw the trailer was, it was like a lot of people said it was hyped and all that stuff, but to me, it wasn't really anything special to me. I just didn't really find that much interest in it. Like, I guess it really wasn't that exciting. It really wasn't that catching. Like, it didn't really catch my attention or my interest. Like, it was just another typical Marvel movie. And when I say that, I don't mean like the old Marvel movies where they were like, oh, a new Marvel movie, it's gonna come out, it's gonna be good, all this stuff is gonna happen. It's not like that. It was like what I kind of saw with Captain America 4 and the Marvels, and it wasn't really there that much. So when I watched the trailer, I was like, this not that special, you know. I mean, I was on Twitter clowning the movie like a dickhead, but like I don't really mean to clown on it that much. It was just like an over exaggeration of what I actually felt for the movie. But really, I I don't know. I don't care actually. I don't really. I guess Marvel just kind of lost their spark with me because like the previous other movies didn't really catch my attention. Not even Deadpool and Wolverine, and I liked that movie when I first saw it. But my opinion changed over the movie after I saw it one time. But I didn't really find anything special about the movies nowadays because it's really all the same. These movies, when their trailer comes out, these movies really have the most blandest colors ever, and Fantastic Four is one of them. Unfortunately, I was really excited when they first announced this movie, but when I saw the trailer, it was just disappointing. But yeah, I don't know. I wish I could say the same thing for Superman, because a lot of people decided to shit on that movie. A lot of other people are actually liking that movie, and I was like, why is this movie so divided in the DC fandom? But then I saw that it was really the Snyder fans who fucking hate the movie before it even comes out, and I was like, oh, that's why. So then why is like Fantastic Four really not that divided? And it's actually the same problem some people are actually having with me. Some people really are tired of Marvel movies and are just not that interested anymore, but other people are still holding on to the last bit of hope that Marvel can actually make a really, really good movie. But I don't think they will, guys. I mean, I hope they do. A part of me is saying I hope Fantastic Four actually turns out to be a really, really good movie, and I'm just a fucking idiot. But then another side of me just says it's not gonna do good. I just don't think it's gonna do good. And the same can be said for the next Avengers movies. Um, it, Dude, this is like just the worst fucking moment to be a Marvel fan for me. Cause I really want to be excited, but these movies just like show me multiple reasons why I shouldn't be excited, and I hate it. Cause like I was really excited to see Doctor Doom in the MCU, and for it to be like ruined by a quick and easy cash grab and just nostalgia bait casting as Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom was kind of bland. And they're still doing more of the nostalgia bait with the casting that they recently released, which has most of the X-Men cast here. Like, okay, but a bunch of you people are gonna say that, oh, you fell for the nostalgia bait because they did the same thing with Spider-Man No Way Home. I liked Spider-Man No Way Home, and I knew they were going to bring back Andrew and Toby for the movie since they brought back the original villains from the other movies. But I was still hoping for a good Spider-Man movie because I was far disappointed with Far From Home. So I was really hoping for at least one last good Spider-Man movie to watch. And when the movie started, I was off to an okay start. When the movie continued, it was still going good, showing how Peter is really intelligent, making these gimmicks and stuff, how the story was moving forward, how Peter doesn't want to have blood on his hands, to then changing how Peter wants to have the goblin's blood in his hands. And really, the movie was really good, and it would have been really good if it didn't have Andrew and Toby in it. But the fact that they were there to add more stuff to the movie, they brought more to the table. It made the movie really great. They just weren't there for like quick cameos or a cash grab like they're doing nowadays. They actually offered things on the table. They actually added to the story. But in this but in these new movies, they really just add a fucking cameo for nothing. Like another example is Deadpool and Wolverine. I actually like the cameos there because there just weren't any just normal cameos like, oh my god, it's Blade, oh my god, it's fucking Chris Evans as the Human Torch. No, they actually gave them something to do in the story, and I really like that. But other movies like Doctor Strange, the Marvels and the stuff like that, they're just like either sequel baiting or you know, just to bait you in nostalgia. But like I feel like they're gonna amp it up worse in this movie, Avengers Doomsday. and Secret Wars, because I don't think they really want to make a story. I think they just want to make money. But yeah, I mean, what better way to make money than to actually make a story that people would want to watch? That's why I think other movies that have been in the last few phases of the MCU after Endgame was because they had a good story. I love Shang-Chi. It was a really good movie, and I think if they actually focused on making more movies like that, if they actually made the sequel, actually, they might have made more money with the sequel if they put as much effort as to that, like they did in the first movie. Um, I love Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now, it was a really good movie with a really good story, and I like how they uh, paid respects to um, the late, not, but you get what I'm saying, okay? Uh, but yeah, I like those two movies, and I like No Way Home because it really like had a good story, and it had you know characters coming back, and it balanced that both perfectly. But other movies just like really aren't doing that. And I'm not saying this is a more problem for Marvel, just Marvel, because that's the same thing that they're doing with DC. They added other characters from previous movies onto those newer movies for just uh, nostalgia bait. Like like The Flash. The Flash was a really good movie. I think it would have been good if they actually like put more effort into the CGI, and Ezra Miller wasn't a piece of shit human. But you can't really sit there and tell me Michael Keaton's Batman wasn't there just for nostalgia bait, when literally they had the choice to bring Jeffrey Dean Morgan to play the Flashpoint Batman, since they wanted to do a Flashpoint story, but they decided not to and just bring Michael Keaton into this just to introduce the whole concept of the multiverse. But yeah, I guess that's that. Basically, I'm not excited for anything comic book related anymore. The only thing I'm really excited for is Superman, but that's pretty much it. Fantastic Four is not really that interesting to me. I don't think it's going to be interesting. And if the movie comes out and it turns out good, thank God that I was wrong. But if it turns out to be bad, then uh, I'm afraid we are doomed. But yeah, that was just I just wanted to talk about it because I'm bored and I want to make videos. I don't really like making these negative videos like this, like just having negative thoughts about things. I really rather talk about things that I like and not things that I don't like. But yeah, I'm not excited for the Fantastic Four. I'm not excited for anything Marvel is gonna give us later. But yeah, that's just me. I hope you guys are excited, because if I'm not excited, at least other people can be excited. At least other people can actually find excitement in these new movies. But if I can't, then damn, that's fucked up. But yeah, thanks for listening. I guess Starfret. I got a show that's honestly not better than any of the bad movies that they made. I got a cinematic universe called the FCU, and it's honestly just a middle finger to Marvel, just a way to make fun of them and what they're doing right now. Um, yeah, I mean the FCU really isn't that much serious stuff. It's just like you know fun action. But yeah, that's it. Goodbye. Have a nice day, and God bless you. And if you're excited for the movie, then that's good. I hope you have fun watching the movie when it comes out. And if you're not, then I hope there is a good movie that comes out this year that you enjoy. But yeah, I'm Starfred. That's it. Goodbye.